I've been bout my papyrus since I've been in it. Put me in the debate, you know I'm gon' win it. If I scream black power, don't get timid. If I say black city, I'm talking about Kemet. If I say black city, I'm talking about Kemet. Primary research and we done pushed it to the limits. All you dudes finished. The king counting cattle up with brother Reggie. When I'm in Oakland, smoking, bro, they love the Chevy. Back in the day, it was the spokes on the chariot. Long procession when the king got carried out to every spot. Woman looking nice as ISIS. I read ancient texts, so my advice is priceless. Nubian gold, your ice don't entice us. Beating me harder than counting grains in your spices. Your heart was beating, but your brain dead. You're lifeless. Yo, they ain't nothing like us, yo. Don't try to make me mad. Text someone, make me smile and say you love me, man. That's real right there. Yeah, come on. You should listen to your main man's advice. Do a YouTube, apologize like Dice. Or the back fade coming like the Antichrist. Egyptologists see me reading and said that I'm nice. I got a Stella with your name on it. I'm like Sargon. You the type of dude wake up and your car gone. Told, cause of the money you owe. Before you stream, you should clean up that humble abode. Like Akhenaten City for my woman in gold. I keep the pseudos running, people coming in droves. You catch me on a live stream with Pan-African James. When we building, call us by our African names. I'm for the children. And ain't nothing happen to change. We on that black hype, so we still packing them things for protection. Got connections. My complexion, pure black, that's the S. Make me smile. You love me? Show me some love. All right.
Mic check. Okay, there we go. What's up with the people? I'm gonna play one more joint. We're gonna get right into it. The stream will be starting soon. Right after this joint.
Black people, I love you, and I love you enough to tell you, you ain't ready to revolt shit. You don't feed yourself, you don't hunt your own animals and slaughter them, you don't prepare your own meat, you don't own your own land, you don't have a seed growing in your window. So you think about revolutionaryism, and you think about fighting and dying in the street, you ain't shit.
Killer Mike said black people ain't ready to revolt. It's a disparaging marriage and he ready to elope. Maritime coastline, deep V hull boat. Crack a nose turned up, machete to your throat. The divine snatched the arm back, she fine, she in Zinga. Moroccan mercenary got a line on Moringa. Ask Chief X to swing it. Go fund me to rock a new car or build a school like I'm Dr. Umar. Nah, go fund some more guns, banana clips and cannabis, and bury it, the jackal, Anubis. I'm cool, keep them heaters, and I'm in tie in an abyss. He ain't rapping due to libations, he just channeling this.
Hands down, you ain't ready to oppose nothing. You are as a part of this system as any white person gentrified.
I'm on life. Hovercraft propellers over swamp water. We make the thoughtful think they should have thought harder. Be aware of this. Don't blink, there's only one blunt between the careful and careless. It's hard to face it when you need a shrink or a therapist. Mental disorder ordered them to label you a terrorist. I breathe elements and I found the secret. We could all walk on water if it's ground beneath it. I carry my weapon and keep my trees, and still be Hotep and ask Tariq Nasheed. 6 in the morning I greet my seed, then do everything I think I need.
I have to say this, because I know our spirit and our emotions get stirred. I'm not against nobody on the panel. I'm with everybody on the panel. I'm not I agree with everything my brother said about revolutionaryism. So let me ask you guys a few questions. We're in the South, we're in the heart of the South right now. Who fishes? Who knows how to fish? Hands down. Who knows how to hunt? Let's hands down. Hands down.
All right.
Hands down.
Black people, are you ready to revive?
That's a banger right there. What up with the people?
Black people, are you ready to revive? Black people, are you ready to revive?
What up? Peace, everybody in the building. Shout out to the chat. I see y'all already. What's going on today? Hope everybody feel good. I'm going to just do a quick stream. Well, I said a deep dive because I had a few thoughts on my mind. But really, look how I'm phasing out of the black screen. I'm phase out like that. Really, I just wanted to, I've been watching a few videos with people talking about the subject. And certain things I hadn't heard people mention or talk about, I just wanted to put on y'all mind. Earlier today, when I started my streamer, it froze once. I hope it don't be on no BS. If it do, I might come back and do something else. But so I just want to start tripping off this for a minute.
I don't like him pretending he doesn't know what the fuck's going on with his little milk.
Hold on. So here goes something. Just my general take from the Jump Street about comedy and rappers, because he's making this about comedians and rappers. An interesting way to deflect on what Kendrick was initially talking about. But my initial commentary is just, and we'll talk about masculinity and the concept of all these things. But one of my initial comments, and it might not even seem like whatever, is there's something about a personality trait that causes one to laugh when things are not funny. Pick up on that. When you deal with people, it is an expression to laugh when things are not funny. But when you're laughing at a comedian who ain't funny, is a little bit different. It's kind of like giving a rapper some fake hoo-ha, going like this to a rapper music and it ain't slapping. Ooh, that's knock. It's the same thing. So that's just something initially. All that laughing just because somebody cracked a joke, if it ain't funny, you lightweight, it make me question what's going on in your head. But anyway, a lot of that's going to be happening.
There's a pretty big thing going on. Huh? Yeah, between Kendrick Lamar.
Laws were written.
Laws were written.
Laws were written.
I don't like him pretending he doesn't know what the fuck's going on with his little milk mustache. It's just been pissing me off. Okay?
Was it on there?
Now listen, guys, we gotta take this seriously.
Yeah.
Listen, rappers are telling comedians we need to be more respectful to women. So we gotta sit back and reflect.
Stop. Rappers are not telling comedians that they need to be more respectful to women. I don't know if he missed that. But one rapper named Kendrick Lamar spoke to white comedians about being disrespectful to black women. Right? We could talk about that, but that's kind of like a different conversation. Not rappers telling comedians, just all willy-nilly, any rapper, any comedian, to be more respectful to women. But sometimes when people are correct, or at least have the moral high ground, whether that person is a hypocrite or not, right? If they have the moral high ground in their statement, before you point out their hypocrisies, you will want to acknowledge that they have taken the moral high ground. Because if you don't, you're not even addressing the fact that his whole issue is about being more respectful to black women. You just gonna start saying, let's see who's been more disrespectful.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
They're the most pious group.
Listen, nobody has respected women more through art
Yes.
than rappers. Okay?
Absolutely.
So, no one has respected women more through art than rappers. You know, obviously that's his comic sarcasm. And I guess that's even going to get a laugh or a chuckle from some of these dudes that's just hired to laugh.
I completely understand how a rapper could look at a comedian telling a joke and be like, yo, y'all need to switch that shit up.
Yeah.
How dare y'all keep saying your wives are annoying? Be more like us and, bitches ain't.
See, unless he has a black wife, he's still not addressing the issue. And that's that stuff people do in discourse to make you think that they're giving a response. Kendrick said that, I'm just paraphrasing off my memory. Y'all could put up the proper quote in the chat. But he was like, basically saying white comedians shouldn't be disrespecting black women, right? And he still ain't addressing, again, he's not going to address that really, but trip off this, just the thought process.
Dare y'all keep
the sense of entitlement.
Saying your wives are annoying. Be more like.
How many of them got a black wife on the panel? You tell me. For real.
Gus and, bitches ain't nothing but hoes and tricks. I beat my bitch with a stick. What?
That lyric does not go like that. I'm just keeping it a buck. There's a song made by other artists called Bitches Ain't Shit But Hoes and Tricks. But I don't know of any lyric that say, I beat my bitch with a stick. I can point out ones that's just as bad by NWA. I'm not defending the derogatory stuff that's been put out. But if you're really trying to, you're a comedian, right? See, this is what I want to talk about. Fake comedy. Unless he makes you laugh, what qualifies somebody as anything? Like a person buy a camera, they're a photographer. You could crack all the jokes you want. You're not a comedian until I laugh. Because I won't beseech you for amusement. You could call yourself what you want. But until I'm at least slightly amused, you're not really no comedian. I'm just keeping it a buck. I don't even care how high you go up. I'm talking about real life shit. The way men talk and men judge shit. Your success as a podcaster or even in your field ain't what people think. So all this non-funny fake comedy shit to address I don't even like no comedian who do that. You watching comedy, I'm not even talking about just him. I could throw in others, but I don't want to throw nobody under the bus like that because I'm here to address this. But I'll be watching to laugh and they start getting all political and saying stuff that ain't funny. You're a activist. You're not a comedian. Just like a rapper with no bars. You can rap all you want. I don't care. You're not an MC. You just a rapper. So maybe they need something about that inside comedy. But
You can lick on the nuts or suck the dick. I beat my bitch with a stick. What?
Did you just think of that?
That's a real lyric.
Oh, wow.
oh, that's a real lyric. Okay.
Yeah, that's a real lyric. From
That you must have just Google searched in order to defend yourself against the issues you're not addressing right now. You might let's ask ChatGPT right now for some really bad lyric, and I bet you that pop up. You know how this shit work?
music that protects women. And for decades protects women. And listen, right now the guy on top, Kung Fu Kenny,
He is the guy on top.
He is the guy.
he is making sure that comedians, he put a law in.
Yeah.
He put a law in place.
All right, let's see the exact line.
Let's just really keep it a buck. Why none of those other men didn't say comedians?
Okay? Don't let no white comedian talk about no black woman. That's law. Now, technically speaking,
Now, hold
if
on.
we're going off of
Technically speaking, he's not even talking about groups.
place. All right, let's see the exact line, okay?
So if you really want to criticize this for literary, no white comedian is speaking to a collective of comedians, right? But he's talking about an individual. Now, when you talk about the collective, no would mean any. And when you're talking about the collective of black women, no would mean any. But in the sense of understanding this statement and understanding English grammar, he's making a reference back to a singular individual. We can see that. And I guess this the hit dog holler because it must have been him he referring to. Don't let no white comedian talk about no black woman. That's law. Now let's think about this. What's the white comedian that always be talking about black women because he married to a black woman? Y'all know, dude? Yeah. You know, the one that Cat Williams said that's the reason why he ain't got so far. You feel me? Somebody can say his name in the chat. How come, but I don't know how offended he probably was by this statement. But how come, you know, anybody, he could have thought that Kendrick was talking about him. Right? Think about that. Yeah, Gary Owens, yeah, him. That dude could have thought Kendrick was talking about him, right? Dude, is that fair to say? That he could have heard Kendrick. Yeah, I ain't even heard the dude before this either. I seen him on certain places, but it was nobody I looked towards for comedy. Every time I seen the skits, I just was like, this is some of this new stuff going on. Like just making yourself somebody with social media or whatever. Well, let's see. Hold on.
Don't let no white comedian talk about no black woman. That's law. Now, technically speaking, if we're going off of grammatic English,
Okay.
he's saying, I can talk about black women, and that is law.
Don't let no.
So that's all I'm saying. You just looking at the I know you gotta defend yourself, Andrew Schulz, but you need to be more open in his perspective, especially since he didn't say your name. So that's anybody. I hope the rest of these gentlemen see something else in this statement.
No white comedian talk about no black
So
woman.
he's basically saying all white comedians
Are only allowed to
talk about black women.
exclusively.
That's what I'm talking about, Kendrick.
We're back.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's a law.
Finally, he understands
It's a
it.
law.
Now I understand why he's doing a comedy with the South Park creators.
That makes
Because
sense.
he appreciates white comedians that make fun of black people.
There you go.
And they've done that brilliantly for decades.
Yeah, that's true.
And he would never want to, break one of his own laws.
No, that's true.
I mean, didn't they have a character called Token on the South Park show?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, is he intentionally missing it? I think he's kind of intentionally missing it, and the expression on his token, whatever dude is face, is that dude ain't even buying this bullshit. He's just got to go along with it because that's his job. Sidekick. His job is to be on the other couch. So he's going to say other couch yes man shit.
Which I'm sure Kendrick is a big fan of.
That's true.
He must be a big fan if he's
true.
going to do a comedy with them. I mean, we can look that up. Apparently, he has a comedy coming out.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fact.
But Al, you get
And your boy and your black homie on the couch who just tickled. Woo! He's so tickled. It's like the couch vibrating.
You're getting groomed right now. We need to ungroom you.
Yeah, you are getting
We need to
groomed.
ungroom you right now.
Let's see.
Okay? I mean that, listen, because he sent people, he said, slide on. What he said, slide on. Where's the line? Where's the line? He goes, let me get it. I'm so old I had to squint my eyes. And that was not a racist joke. Okay. The N-words that coon, the N-words that being groomed, slide on both of them. Whoa. That seems like a call to violence.
It does.
Why would he call to, if he's about protecting black people, why would the call to...
So now we're talking about Kendrick Lamar is not about protecting black people. Let him phrase it. Kendrick Lamar was speaking about black women because normally the protectors are men and they defend themselves. Right? And so you making this a big thing about rappers, comedians. No, you need to really just deal with your own actions and shit, bro. That's half the problem.
The violence be towards the black dudes, not the white guy making the joke.
Well, you gotta understand.
What?
Well, no. You gotta understand.
I snitch. I cooperate. I tell.
Litigation.
Okay? You go squabble up in a jail cell.
Here's what you gotta understand about Ken. It's very important to him to protect black women. That's why he's never done a song with an abuser confirmed. He's never done a song with anybody that's suspected of abuse. He's never threatened to remove his music from Spotify because they removed R. Kelly's music, who for sure fucked and held captive underage.
What are all these things that this dude right here who should not be included in hip hop? I hope y'all ain't including motherfuckers like this in what we just know. You and some other shit. Like that whole, now I'm not saying conservatism or whatever, there's no place. You know, if you look at it traditionally, black men be conservative. But the rhetoric, the conservative, don't try to act like there's some conservative right-wing hip-hop. Again, like I said, don't think I'm on no left with nothing. That should be bullshit. I'm just straight up the middle. But I'm saying this type of rhetoric that you could use, acting like this is an opinion that is a part of hip hop culture. Bullshit.
Black women.
Hold on.
This is all very important to Kendrick.
Wait a minute.
Let's go back.
Underage black women, Spotify,
Thank God.
suspected of abuse.
Thank
He's
God.
never
So
threatened.
hold on. Of course he never did a song with anyone who's suspected of abuse, alleging to the fact that he's done some research to find out Kendrick has done a song with somebody who was suspected of abuse. All right, well, let's just say this. Dr. Dre, D. Barnes. They ain't even really went there. If they was on some real shit, they could have just went all the way there. But they didn't, because they sitting here with some fake-ass replies that ain't none of them hitting on the nose. This dude making up shit about doing songs with people who were suspected of having some type of violence with the women. Before the song or after the song? What's the process of even doing a song with somebody? Like, yo, we getting hella crazy. I heard somebody acting like, I was just watching a video, somebody breaking down the lyrics of Kendrick lyrics, and cats be making up so much stuff. Cats will take your lyrics and put all kind of pseudo meanings behind it to make you seem hella deep. I ain't gonna go off on a tangent. I'm talking about his stupid ass point of views that is not hip hop.
Remove his music from Spotify.
So Kendrick was supposed to ask to get his music removed from Spotify because they were still playing R. Kelly.
Because they removed R. Kelly's music, who for sure fucked and held captive underage black women. Hold on.
What is he talking about? So some of the atrocities that we talking about, it don't even matter what color the women is. Would you have been like more lenient on R. Kelly if the women wasn't black? These people don't even understand the true issues when they trying to make these superficial ass arguments.
This is all very important to Kendrick.
Wait a minute, just let me understand what's going on here, because I think that you're using sarcasm as a comedic device.
It is a comedic device.
But you're so fucking smart right now that I don't know if you're serious or making jokes. Are you saying that Kendrick Lamar put it on wax that he is protecting black women from white comedians' jokes, but not the kid?
Kendrick Lamar did not put it on wax that he's protecting black. Now, he finally said white comedic the first time that he addressed what was really going on or whatever, right? But I guess I would have to agree with Andrew here because Kendrick said that's law. So just like record industry rule number 4080, record company people are shady. When that got put out, that became like a law, like a mandate. So okay.
Kidnapping, molestation, and rape.
Oh yeah.
Of R. Kelly. And actually, in reality, he would take his...
None of this has anything to do with R. Kelly, y'all. Like, it's completely crazy that they sitting here talking about R. Kelly.
Music off Spotify to protect R. Kelly?
Yeah.
Someone who's kidnapped?
R. Kelly's in jail.
A sexual predator? Yeah.
And black women?
Oof, children.
Are you saying that he's done songs with other men who have potentially put hands on black women?
Not potentially, confirmed.
Wait a minute, convicted?
Yeah, I don't know what you call Chris Brown, but yeah, whatever that is.
It's not breezy.
So now we're talking about Chris Brown. So wait, what you say you was about to use this opportunity to what? To defend yourself by pulling up dirt on other black artists that ain't even rappers? Like stick to what you're talking about. So really you doing, I don't know what you're doing. It's ultimately just black and white. If you really want to bust it all the way down, but you got these occupations that you hiding this whole conversation behind. Let's just deal with the facts. Fuck the occupations. He's saying, don't let no white person say shit about no black woman. Take all the occupations out of it. Now, if that was reversed, would you have a problem with that? He's not talking about relationships. So are you trying to tell me you think, Andrew Schulz, that this rule that Kendrick said was law? First he said white comedian, and you just taking it out of the context and just acting like he's just talking about people, because really, bottom line, you on some black and white shit. Right? But if you think what Kendrick said replies to people in interracial relationships, think about that. You being so silly with your analysis that you really, I wish I was on the couch with y'all because I'd have fried you. Stop having all these Look at all, I don't desire that. But all these yes men ain't keeping you on point. Or they not helping us think that you're funny. They not.
Not Breezy. I took a picture with Chris Brown.
So he really about to talk about him doing a song with Chris Brown, who supposedly had something coming out of their relationship, whatever they did, where they got back together out of that, after that. Are y'all, let me ask y'all, I'm not even talking to them. Y'all, do y'all have an issue with Chris Brown? I'm asking the chat. Don't be no sucker because you don't want to say nothing because you think other people gonna say nothing. For what, when Chris Brown was 18 or 17, was he 18 or 17? And him and Rihanna got into whatever they got into. Do y'all think that is appropriate to be brought up in a conversation like this? Do y'all have anything against Chris Brown over that? I'm asking, do you now? I did too. Right? Somebody said, nope, they grew up on Breezy. All right, now I'm not asking anybody how they feel about domestic abuse. I'm talking about things that we don't know that happened when people were underage should not be brought up. Am I correct that they were underage? Yes or no? Both of them was underage. Tell me I'm incorrect about that. They was like kids. Yeah, oh, he was 19. He said, okay, cool. Well, I thought he was underage. Under 21, underage, but not under 18. Thank you for straightening that out, that good guy. My point is, I'm not saying I thought he was horrible for that. I'm just saying it's not content to be brought up in this conversation. And I hope y'all getting what I'm saying. Like what Chris Brown did to Rihanna don't got nothing to do with Kendrick Lamar saying don't let white comedians speak bad on black women. I don't get this. Yeah.
Hey, bro, I took a picture with him immediately.
Can I tell you something?
Yes.
We ain't protecting nobody. Y'all can protect your fucking selves.
Everybody gets these jokes over here.
Yo, it's not...
So hold on. Now let's talk about the fake part of our culture that he just tried to appropriate that he didn't even pull off right. Everybody gets these jokes over here. That's why you corny than a motherfucker, bruh.
These jokes over here.
Yo.
That's some culture vulture shit. Everybody gets these jokes over here. All right, let's talk about it. Because that's another pseudo farce that came out probably in the late 90s, whatever. Right? That ain't even really what I don't care. I'm not the answer to all the questions. But when I look for comedy, I don't want to see somebody who is on Everybody Get These Jokes. That's some new bullshit. I don't want to hear no jokes about people with disabilities too much. You make me laugh, and a real good comedian will make you laugh about some shit you don't want to laugh at and make your ass feel guilty. But don't hide what he's trying to say behind that whole everybody gets these jokes shit, bruh. Like, I don't appreciate that. All right, well, let me just try to explain more about that, or what I think about that. You know what I'm saying? So nothing is off limits in the new comedy, is what his expression is saying. It's like battle rap, right? So now I'm glad allow me to dive deeper on this part so you can understand the parts I don't like about it. When battle rappers started just saying anything to be more disrespectful than the other battle rapper, it started taking away from the true art of putting words together that impressed me. The true art of comedy is making you be amused, amusing you, and some can't just make you laugh, so they employ other tactics. Start talking about shit that, oh, it's gonna be funny because people don't talk about this. That's that fake comedy shit. All the shit not funny people have to do in order to survive as a comedian.
This guy been telling me for a year straight Indians fuck mud. What you gonna do?
Listen, they going down on it too. I've seen a lot of videos of them eating mud pussy, bro.
Just because you're willing to subject yourself to bullshit like that in the name of comedy, don't mean that other men are. Like, I don't even, you know what? I always knew what was up with y'all motherfuckers who crack gay jokes. Because a motherfucking real motherfucker's not going to ever crack a gay joke. I'm just saying, tell the truth. When you probably with the homies and the motherfuckers say, like now comedians do that shit because that's part of surviving in American culture. But if you was just like with your homie, somebody said something that, and it was intended, acting like it was intended to get you to laugh, but the undertone had some shit that was taboo in the joke. I didn't never know how people could see past the taboo in order to start laughing. But now, honestly, let me just be real. A good comedian, a real one, will make you laugh at some shit that you don't even want to laugh at. And that's not nothing we ever experienced from these type of people. I ever experienced them.
They literally put their head in the mud straight. Reverse.
Well, hey,
back handspring.
At least we're going down on Sunday.
Kama Sutra.
Hey, at least we go down, Jamaicans. You know what I mean? Learn a lesson.
Oh, you better watch out.
Whoa. What the bumper clout is going on?
So now, again, now they're going to just start cooning and buffooning. Whatever that is they doing, that's what they doing in the name of comedy. So now let me give you guys an example of how we, in the name of comedy, which used to be an art form to make y'all laugh, now let me show y'all how we do it. This that whack shit, y'all. This is that whack shit. This your comedy? You don't even never heard no funny motherfuckers then.
Call out Jamaicans for something they're proud of.
That's true. My bad.
You know what I mean?
My bad.
That's super racist. Al, can you speak on that as a Puerto Rican?
I believe I could fly out this podcast right now because this is crazy, but keep cooking.
Al, we have to protect you. They're trying to slide on you, bro.
Whoa.
So Al just let y'all know how he felt, but he ain't got the heart to really get at it. He said, I believe I could fly about this podcast because this is crazy. At least he said that. And now, let's see.
They're trying to. This is nuts, dude. This is. I listen. You're distracting.
That's that splish splash.
What is a splish splash? I'm gonna be honest. These kids look Asian.
Well, I mean,
they.
All right, so
Asian.
He's with
That's true.
Is another beef?
There's not. I don't think there's another beef, but you don't know.
This is the only one
Kendrick
I heard
is
people
so
talking
late.
about.
You know that. Can I ask you guys a serious question?
Yeah.
Because literally, we filmed a special this past weekend, and thank you guys so much for coming out. I really appreciate that. About to get into the edit, but yeah, you guys are amazing.
killed it.
And it was thank you so
Incredible.
much.
I just
Team
wanna
killed
get
it.
to
You guys were. Calls me. It's like, yo, Kendrick just took a shot at you on the album. Every white person or Asian person or Latino person that calls me is like, yo, good luck on your special. Okay.
Yeah.
So clearly there was a separation in who was, indulging in this content. Okay. So I've been a little out of it, but I come out of the special and it looks like there's so many articles about this album that are about, I don't want to,
No, it was about you. You were trending on my Twitter.
No way.
Yeah, I didn't want to tell you because you had things to focus
What a
on.
time to be alive where
I was not one of the Asians who said, good luck on your special.
I'm just saying, what a time to be alive where rappers got to talk about comedians for clout.
God bless, dude.
That's not what happened. So you know how we be living in two worlds? Do you really honestly believe Kendrick Lamar had to talk about you for clout? And why did he mention your name? Oh my God, how can we rephrase shit like this? How can you get clout without name dropping? Y'all don't even be knowing what clout is. Now a motherfucker trying to get clout when they call you out? How about a motherfucker breaking your house, trying to rob your house? They trying to get clout too, huh? Like, y'all just take shit and make whole new things out of it. You tell me in real, actual, the definition of clout, not just all the way to slang. You can include the slang. How do you get clout without name dropping off a person? You gonna say, yeah, I'm down with what's her name now? Yeah, this is that reverse cloutism. Shit they be making up. He thinking Kendrick trying to get reverse clout. Since Kendrick got all the clout, and you really don't got any, not in this community, maybe in whatever fake ass community think you funny, you probably got, don't get it twisted. Somebody about to type, Andrew Schulz had on a Hyro shirt. Man, don't get to talking to me about all that bullshit. That be y'all motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Dude.
Like, we are up right now.
God bless.
The biggest story about the album, outside of the album and people enjoying it, was a sub at a comedian? Yeah. And you don't even got to say my name and it still makes headlines?
It's crazy.
You're welcome. You are. How many views did I give him, you think?
All right, I ain't even tripping because he's welcome. He should be allowed to feel the way that he's feeling right there. But I just wanted to get to his final comments. Then we could talk about that. Then I'll probably start another stream.
For fucking years. Okay, they hop on that dick riding.
He be listening.
Yeah.
He be listening.
Of course he listens. Because he specifically, I think, was reacting to, in that Shits and Gigs podcast, which I think they're reacting to, I said something. I asked them if they dated black women. They were like, "Oh, we date all women," or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, okay." And then I go, "Kendrick fans, get them."
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's all it took.
Yeah.
That's all it took. They're trying to hate.
Album's good.
And then I listened to it again this morning, and there was a few.
So you trying to tell me this, honestly, that smile right there is not you laughing and gloating in the middle. I know you're in the middle of a jovial conversation, but the overall undertone to your smile is not you being quote unquote mentioned by Kendrick. So you made him viral. You see how crazy it is when you got that sense of entitlement? You'll be sitting around thinking you made Kendrick viral.
There you go.
Bro, crazy, spooky, scary, hilarious. I love Lefty Gunplay, so anything he's on, that's
And the
fire.
production's
that
crazy.
whole song
like,
is crazy.
All
Oh,
the
yeah.
samples.
But I don't like him threatening the violence. I don't like that. I don't like him telling people to slide on you guys.
I'm a civilian. I'm going to the cops too.
So hold on. So now, yeah, okay, slide on N-words with who's some agents, basically. Man, shut up and mind your business.
What if it's too late? What if they fucking do something to you?
I mean, I don't leave my house.
But my feeling is like, yo, Kendrick. I feel like Kendrick is talking all this shit, and for whatever reason, we just.
So hold on. Now let's just be clear. You go out in the streets. Let's peep game about this, y'all. This is the coldest shit, and that's why I wouldn't be this dude right here, this black dude right here. I might have to come on the big screen for this. Hopefully it'd be cool. Look. Kendrick wrote a lyric that said, well, let's go back to that lyric so y'all can peek this, bro. They put it on the screen trying to make Kendrick look bad. And I want you to peek game. So here's the problem with this N-word stuff. The N-word, look at this lyric that they show.
If he's about protecting black people, why would the call to violence be? That seems like a call to violence.
Now look at this, first of all. I want y'all to peep game right now. Now look at this. Kendrick's lyric said, the niggas that coon, the niggas that be groomed, slide on both of them. And this is the worst quote for Andrew to whip out and say that Kendrick was talking about violence against black people in particular. And then went and equated the only black man on his panel to niggas in this allegory or whatever, in this lyric. He's literally saying to him, oh, Kendrick wants people to slide on you. Now, we know the history of the N-word, and we know how it has got changed and used different, right? Now, a lot of us who know the old history of it don't even like it, that some people are born in the world today that heard that word and don't know at one point in time that it refers specifically to black people as a derogatory statement. You might think that what I'm saying is not true, but you got to deal with that harsh reality. It is some 13-year-old white kid that did not have the harsh experience of learning yet that the N-word was something that your ancestors used to slander black people. And further than that, we, in our music, took that word and made it look so something that you wanted to be down with in music, whether we like it or not. I particularly hate hearing that word in music. And you could play songs where I've said it out of my own, just what I was feeling in my body at that time. But when I'm out in the world, I don't like hearing that word in a song. Nevertheless, whatever has happened, you can witness, and you could be a silent, blind, invisible observer of a conversation where two Mexican people, two white people, or two Chinese people are referring to themselves as niggas. Right now in 2024, you don't have to be in the room. They're not trying to say it because they're in front of you. That word don't mean what has traumatized you about that word in the past to some new people who don't know the history. They're not being taught history no more. So when they learn about it, be like, don't say that. Why? Because that was some racist shit. Oh, I know nigga racist. Because I hear my dad say they're niggers, right? So I knew something was wrong with it. But when I'm out in the streets, we all be saying nigga and we white. Now, I know I said this is a deep dive, so allow me to expound. And I'm not taking Kendrick off the hook to say he wasn't talking about black people when he said niggas here. But niggas that coon and niggas that's being groomed, it was Schulz who chose that niggas here is equal to black people, and then he equated it to the only black person on the panel. Now, earlier in the show, I swear, you could go rewind this video. I didn't do it on purpose. When Andrew Schulz and somebody did something, I said they was cooning. I hope y'all remember that, because they not black. Please remember that. And I even asked myself, like, damn, you said they cooning, but you talking about dude and dude, right? Because exactly what we're talking about now. When making that reference, I wasn't referring to nobody black. So it was Schulz who went into this comment, assigned the positions of who these people are, called this a black on black statement, and then asked the only black dude on this panel, how does he feel about Kendrick asking him to be slid on? So he basically called you a nigga. So that was the most abstract and walk around, beat around the bush way to call your homie a nigga on TV. Right? Let's see if I'm wrong.
The violence. I don't like that. I don't like him telling people to slide on you guys.
I'm a civilian. I'm going to the cops too.
So I don't like him telling people to slide on you. Damn. So I see 4 niggas right now on the couch. That's what I see. I don't see 3. I see 4. But that's just how we came to see shit. Now, dude kind of like picked up on that because I know he racially sensitive. So he probably in his head like, damn, you just straight did me. You kind of like, that ain't even a throw under the bus to Andrew, because he don't even notice, because it's comedy, so everybody get these jokes, so he don't have to pay attention to shit like that.
Like that. I don't like him telling people to slide on you guys.
I'm a civilian. I'm going to the cops too.
What if it's too late? What if they fucking do something to you?
I mean, I don't leave my house.
But my feeling is like, yo, Kendrick, I feel like Kendrick is talking all this shit, and for whatever reason, we just letting him talk all this shit.
Yeah,
you know
because
what I mean?
we decided we love him right now.
I get it.
So let's stop. Now you on some weed shit. I hate when people got beef and they start weeing with their homies. You a wee. No. First of all, Kendrick's not talking shit. Y'all. Can anyone just speak up as a man on the couch? This will be probably a show worth watching. If one of y'all can say, hold on, when did Kendrick talk shit? Now, I know you don't like, he said, tell white comedians, no white comedian shouldn't be talking about black women, that's law. When did he talk shit? Okay, he Puerto Rican. So Puerto Ricans is niggas to him too, nerd law.
Get it, but at the same time, like...
And I've always been a fan, but I also said this even in the Drake thing when he said the shit about your next show at the Bay, whatever he said, basically kind of like call to violence.
Yeah.
And remember when Rick Ross got beat up? I was like, yo, Kendrick, you gotta fall back on that call to violence
like
shit.
Trump on January 6th.
Yo. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he's trying to get people to storm the Capitol a little bit.
Yeah.
I know Kendrick don't agree with anyone being violent towards black women, but don't be fooled by these guys. That's not what he said. Y'all tripped off that? How they expanded this whole shit Now they started talking about Kendrick called somebody to violence over Drake. You can phrase it like that, right? I mean, I can't say no. If you're going to say that show in the Bay, that's going to be your last stop, boy, that's not a call to violence. But I know why they're saying it, because if you say some shit like that, that's putting an idea in the air on purpose.
He trying to get people going out. Get people going to Charlotte. That's dangerous rhetoric out there. It really for woke Kendrick, you know?
Stand back, stand by.
Stand back and stand by. He's not even saying that. He's saying get up in that ass.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy. But I need Kendrick. I need you to do it, Kendrick.
You want to squabble up with Kenny?
No. I mean, here's the thing. This is the thing that is kind of funny about it. Is like, first of all, Kendrick's people and the gang affiliate, you know, everybody, his security, they will kill me. They will destroy me.
Oh, this type of shit is really, really whack. Like this is not high school. It's not nothing. You cannot be like, first of all, his people, his what you call it, yeah, they'll destroy me. Like, don't think you're gonna pacify the people who love and protect Kendrick Lamar so that you could get this statement off.
I need you to do it, Kendrick.
You want to squabble up with Kenny?
No. I mean, here's the thing. This is the thing that is kind of funny about it. Is like, first of all, Kendrick's people and the gang affiliate, you know, everybody, his security, they will kill me. They will destroy me. They'll find me in the street. They'll fucking cut me up. They'll shoot me. They'll do whatever. I'm not a tough guy. Y'all do. But just Kendrick, I would make love to him, and there's nothing he could do about it. Just Kendrick Lamar, I would make love to him, and the only thing that he could do is decide if it's consensual or not.
So that's funny. I know why it's funny to number one yes man on the couch with his mouth wide open like that. I know exactly why that's hella funny to him. But I do know why dude got straight face in the middle, because he's like, that's some bullshit. And exactly, y'all. Dude in the middle getting most props because he the one that ain't even fake laughing at that shit. He like, that was some bullshit. He's being forced into it, but he's trying not. But he got two fucking yes men next to him encouraging them to laugh at that wild statement that y'all just heard. Over Kendrick saying that white comedians shouldn't talk bad about black women.
Just Kendrick Lamar, I would make love to him, and the only thing that he could do is decide if it's consensual or not. That's the only thing.
So let me ask y'all a question. First of all, this begs a deeper conversation as to why this type of talk is acceptable. Like, what's acceptable about that, right? Now, let me ask y'all something. No, I want to make a statement. I don't think that Andrew Schulz would beat Kendrick Lamar. You got me fucked up. What? So all you base that on is hype? Like, what do you know about Kendrick Lamar? He could be a professional black belt for all you know. And you could be too. But what are you based it on since y'all interact through YouTube streets? You got to be basing that on the fact that you think you're tall. Man, I seen this fight in East Oakland on 55th. Rest in peace, Killer Kev and one of the other youngsters from 55th. And one of the dudes was like 6'4" basketball, just like Andrew Schulz. And I put this on everything. The other youngster was lightweight, smaller than Kendrick, bro. You ain't never, ever, ever seen nothing like this. I seen it with my own eyes. It was me. Let me come on the screen, man. Hold on. They'll tell you, anybody will tell you this. It was me who had to come out the house to stop the fight because it was the youngster, the little dude. If he would have did what he did to Kev one more time, he would have lightweight killed Kev. I seen it with my own eyes. The dude is like 5'4". And they on some hood shit. I lived on Laverne, 55th in East Oakland. Everybody, if you know what I'm talking about. Now, bruh, they started to squabble. They throw some hands. Youngster Lil backing up because Kev got that reach like Andrew Schulz would have. Man, youngster must have went up under them punches and double leg before we even knew about MMA like that. This just the hood. You know what you got to do. Man, he grabbed that fool, double leg, stood up, and bipped him on the concrete so hard, all you heard would sound like a 1.1 earthquake. Boom! And I'm like, oh, I'm looking out the window because it was too, I'm looking out the window. I got a family to raise. Right? Bruh, Cam gets up to square up again. He throws one man, the other youngster, about 5'4", got up under them punches, got him again. Boom to the concrete. Bro, I opened the door and ran outside. I put this on everything. I stopped that fight. Because if he would have been able to slam him one more time, it would lightweight been somebody crippled in front of the house. And so don't be thinking, what are you basing that on that you do all these homo masculine things to Kendrick Lamar? And that's what we need to discuss. See, I know it's part of the deep dive that we don't want to understand is just not acceptable, right? It is the fact that is, how is this seen as a normal statement? Even all of the conversation that once it needs to be had about in which cultures, whatever form, however you try to word it, what cultures is that true that these, whatever form of domination you thinking about, what form is that, in what culture is that attached to masculinity? With what animals in nature is that attack? You trying to tell me you gonna see a gorilla dominate another gorilla, then start trying to do something like that? So I'm just keeping it a buck. That's not part of the inclinations and the attributes that are brought forth by just intrinsically having testosterone. That's not, and you said it best, due diligence. That come up out of some Greek culture shit. And then now we're in America, so we learned all kind of cultures, but don't think everybody sees shit the way you see it. That's a horrible statement to make. Like you don't say nothing like that.
Just Kendrick Lamar, I would make love to him, and the only thing that he could do is decide if it's consensual or not. That's the only thing he could do.
All right, let's
if
stop.
It's me and Kendrick,
I've been around dogs my whole life. They don't do that like that. You messing that up. They don't do that after fighting. You just got some dogs that got some mental issues that will try to have homo interactions between other dogs. I'm talking about those dogs. I'm not talking about human beings, right? But you never seen two pit bulls going neck and neck and then they fighting to the death and then at the end one try to mount the other one. Stop playing. Y'all know that ain't how you seen it. You seen that dog that was getting fed gunpowder or some old dumb shit in the hood, right? Then they had that other shit going on. But unless I'm wrong, and you seen a dog grab another dog by his neck, submit it down, and then try to mount it, that shit ain't natural. Come on now, you never seen that shit.
If it's me, Kendrick, no,
I'm talking about a male, yeah.
This is about physics. It's about physics. I don't even know if I'll get hard. But if we're in
I can't play the rest of that stuff that they laughing at. That's just disgusting. And so now, but you want to know what this is about?